Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. Yet another glorious day lies ahead of our glorious nation as we continue to make progress towards our glorious future. Folks, there's a lot to get done today. I will not bore you with a prolonged introduction. Just want to mention, as always, if you've been enjoying this series, if you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel. Lets me know what y'all want to see more or less of, so keep them coming, and I'll keep the show coming. With that said, let's get this party started, shall we? There is a lot to get done, like I was saying. We're going to kick things off by getting this Palace of Culture and Science done. Some of you questioned why I stopped this construction so close to it being completed, and honestly, it was just because it felt kind of wrong diverting even what little resources we needed to divert to this building while we had over 10,000 21 plus still living with their parents. It just felt like until the housing crisis was at least somewhat solved, or at least until that solution felt like it was right on the horizon, having all those resources come down to the National Palace of Culture and Science just felt a little wrong. And so I suspended it for, a session and a half perhaps, but we're back now and almost guaranteed to see the completion of this palace this session, considering we're literally just like a hair's breadth away from filling the progress bar over here. But yes, we are resuming this construction over here. And before we even take a look at some of these stats and numbers and just get a status report, I suppose, I'm going to actually solve this train situation, hopefully, for good. I experimented a little bit before kicking this session off. I like to sometimes, with issues like this especially, just test some stuff out between sessions before I actually enact them for real, and this seemed to solve the problem, and if it is this simple a solution, I will at least slightly kick myself for not having done it sooner, but hey, it's not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and change these semaphores over here to be more appropriate for their use. Now, I think what's going on over here is because we have these guys as two ways, when these chains are looking at these blocks in the middle, there's just too much going on. They're taking too many things into consideration. And even though technically this train over here should be able to just stick to the right lane, right track. Is it still called a lane for trains? I'm actually not sure. I've never thought about that. Anyway, if it just sticks to the right set of tracks over here, it would just be able to go right past this train. But because of the setup right now, it's blocked in its area because of these chains over here, because it's looking deeper than it needs to, looking further than it needs to. So by changing these guys to fit their actual purpose, which is that you can be a chain facing this way, because there are some junctions over here and all that, whereas you can be a regular semaphore facing that way. What should happen now is this train should be able to very clearly see that it's got the green light over here, and it'll get moving, and once it gets past this purple, I think once it gets past and into this purple, actually, that should free this train up, because it'll see that it's got a green light all the way over here at that point in time, I suppose, right? So hopefully this tweak is all we need to do. I guess it helped during construction while we were laying the tracks down over here, maybe that's why I left it this way. I'm not 100% sure, actually. I can't remember in hindsight why I must have done that, but I must have had my reasons, or maybe not, I suppose. But this should hopefully solve this problem. We'll find out. Hopefully it's not just a band-aid solution, but it did work for as long as I was testing it, at least, which granted wasn't a very long time, but it was some time. But on the topic of problems, we have a problem here. Unfortunately, this bridge got built. That was not my intent. I must have been a misclick, or at one point I must have had auto build selected, or something must have happened. Whatever, it's fine. We've got plenty of we got rubles for days, so I'm not too upset about this being built. I'm more upset about my misunderstanding of the comments that y'all were leaving. I mistook your suggestions to mean something else, and I thought I had the solution. I understood the problem you were pointing out in the comments, but I misunderstood the solution. And if I spend a quick 10 seconds, 5 seconds just looking at this bridge over here and looking at this bridge over here, I think it'll be clear to all of us, myself included, what the problem actually is. It isn't the straightness of the bridge. No. It is the sheer number of pillars we have, which, yes, far too many. We're going to have to get rid of these, which Yeah, okay, kind of expensive, but not the end of the world. And instead of a concrete bridge, we have to build either a beam bridge or an arch bridge. I believe the ones we have up over here are beam bridges, if memory serves me correctly. I believe these are beam bridges. So let me just very quickly, actually, can I check? No, you can't click on that unless you're trying to remove it. Let's go with the beam bridge. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident that it'll do the trick. A beam bridge, a little weird to switch from one to another part way through. Is that a thing that happens? I don't know, but it looks right. We know that there are bigger gaps over here. Man, that was what an adventure we just went on together. My apologies again for the misunderstanding there. It's been I don't know. It's been an interesting like quarter, honestly. Ever since the move, things have been kind of wild. So evidently that's been hitting my reading comprehension, among other things. My apologies though, folks. But fortunately, you know, it only took, what, 20 tries before I finally realized what the hell was going wrong. But let's go ahead and put you down over here like so. Let's keep it straight. Why not? I think it works quite nicely. And of course, we can't do that. So let's go ahead and cancel you and go ahead and just a little bit further. So we go across the water completely for both of these lanes. There you go. And hook you up as well. Cool. And we're not going to build that, but at least now we have our, you know, our like plenty of space over here for the boats to traverse. Now, it does look a little weird, doesn't it, to have this go from a like from concrete bridge to a beam bridge. I could replace this entire section with a beam bridge all the way back to here, I guess. Expensive, but again, money matters not for us. We're fine, right? So not too bothered by that if I decide to do it. With regards to the keeping or removing of these intersections, by the way, as of this recording, the comments were a 50-50 split. So I have no consensus, and I'm going to keep them as they are for now because they will be a bit of a struggle to remove and re-add because vehicles are using it. You know how much of a mess it can be. So we're going to avoid that for now, but if you do feel strongly one way or another, please don't hesitate to let me know your thoughts down below. Again, I've seen a couple of comments, but it's unless I missed one by mistake, and I'll double check after I record this session, it is a 50-50 split with regards to preference over here. For now, it works, it does the trick, so why fix what isn't broken? We'll leave that be. Now, on the topic of things that are broken, though, let's take a look at our population statistics. Our numbers are still dropping. For those of you that are still asking why I don't just use our immense wealth to just build everything, it's for the fun of it. I enjoy being challenged like this. I enjoy having my my well-being, I suppose, my mental well-being threatened like this. The stress of it is entertaining for me because in a worst case scenario, if things get really bad, we can pay for it, right? But if we use money anytime the going gets tough, then, well, it never really does get tough, does it? That's my 2 cents, at least. I like the sense of challenge that comes with the pressure, especially, right? So we're gonna keep the clock ticking. If we hit 75K, that's when I'll pull the trigger on spending some of our money. I mean, we do have plenty of it, but I like the challenge. But yeah, the 21 plus number has dropped significantly, partly I think because quite a few people hit their 30s and they've left. Unemployment has started to dip again, which is nice and helpful. I do think it skyrocketed because of some of the train issues, and we're going to start seeing more unemployment, I think, as these guys get built without some of the support like buildings and all that being built as well. So we're going to have to start sort of catering to all that over here. But I mean, overall, things are looking promising, I want to say. If this number has dropped and we continue to, you know, stay on task with these projects over here, I feel like we'll turn that corner. It's just a matter of, will we turn it before we lose another 1,800 people? That's the question. Hopefully we find out the answer today. Hopefully it's a good answer. Now, again, pointed out in the comments, something I should do, and something I always forget is an option. I should reduce how many electronics and how many clothes we allow these stores to store. They do not need, 6 tons of electronics. They do not need 7 tons of clothes. Those things get purchased the least often, while food and meat, unfortunately meat has its limit at 3 tons, but food at least gets consumed significantly more often. So by reducing how much storage we save for clothing and electronics, we allow more food to be stored, and that means that hopefully we are seeing more, we're seeing the more essential resources more readily available more often, if not always, right? Always is the hope, obviously. But yeah, that should maybe do the trick, a 66%. I mean, I could drop electronics even further. 70, 18, 13. We'll see. We'll see if this is not enough clothes, because maybe, right? Based on the number of people living in this area, maybe. But we'll see. So that should be helpful over here. Up over here, let's go ahead and do the same. Drop the clothes and drop electronics as well. Can I just... 73, eh? Pop that up a little bit. Nice. Okay, here. Go ahead and do... Sure, you know what? I'll live. Will I? I wish I could just type them in. That would make me so happy right now if I could just click and type it in. But you know what? This should be fine. 8 tons, 2 tons. The other thing I could do is I could set up a shuttle bus that takes people from here down to here, where, you know, if they can't get clothes and stuff in these 2 stores, they can come down here. But you know what? There are 2 shops over here, so that 8 will actually be 16. That 2 will actually be 4, if even that. I mean, I don't necessarily have to have both of these shops stocking the same stuff, right? I could have one be a food and clothes store, or I could have one be a general store and another one be just for food, and that might work out better, actually. So we'll see about that. One more thing that we'll probably tweak is down the line, I think I want to establish a distribution office up over here. So what we'll probably want to do is have the distribution offices back over here. And I know I've repurposed this one for some new uses, and I think it's working fine, so unless I need to change it, I won't. But we'll have these distribution offices move food to everywhere they move it to, but also to a warehouse and distribution office up over here, so that when the time comes and these guys are, you know, emptying out, we can have the warehouses and distribution offices over here or over here, somewhere in this general area, pick up the food, clothes, electronics, meat, and drop them off to the various stores. That way, we haven't added warehouses directly next to the store, making a mess of these, like, I think, beautifully laid out spaces. I quite like how these spaces look. So we don't have those warehouses making a mess, but we do have a warehouse nearby, so that when, you know, when supply is low, those nearby warehouses can activate, and the distribution offices can activate and push in and start dropping stuff off. We have cars here. Yo, what? What are you doing? Where do you work? Shopping at this store? Living at St. Elitesburg? Yo, that's so cool! What? That's so cool. How did you get here? That's such a long journey. She came from all the way over here. All the way over here. She drove all the way up to here to shop. This is exactly the kind of stuff that I want. This is exactly the kind of stuff that I want. That is so cool. Oh man, are you for real? You're going to the gym here? Yes, I'm so happy. I am legitimately so happy. I've been so stressed out, in a good way, like a positive kind of stress about our situation, and like, are these things going to work out? Is it all going to play out the way I want it to? And this is exactly what I needed to see. This is amazing. People are actually driving over here from the city, you know, from just any other city, and interacting with these spaces too. Oh, that makes me so happy. All right, great, fantastic. Let's make sure though that the locals are able to interact with some of these services as well. We're going to get buses and stuff set up. We're going to get these trains set up. We're going to get everything going. On which note, let's go ahead and hit play again. A little bit of sort of future planning, I think, goes a long way, which is why I wanted to discuss my plans with the warehouses and the distribution offices and stuff over here. We can have them hook up to this highway. We can have them hook up to this road over here, and they can take, you know, these roads down to distribute. There's countless ways to make this work. We could do distribution in a more central location like this, but I want it to be a little away from the city, so it feels a bit more kind of real, right? Like, I don't think, at least, most residential areas share a space with warehouses. Like, I mean, you know, residential areas like this. Obviously, there are some residential areas where there are warehouses and things like that nearby, but I don't think a space like this would be next door to a warehouse and a meat packing or storage facility and things like that, right? Anyway, enough talk. Let's go ahead and take a look at our trains real quick and then get to work. These guys are you moving? Where's that question mark? Why are you stuck over here? Do I need to change this into... No, I shouldn't have to. Why is that causing you an issue? See, in my testing, I did change this into electrical. But you shouldn't have to. Yeah, okay, he's pushing through. He's making his way through. Come on, keep going, buddy. Keep going, I believe in you. So yeah, in my testing, I had changed this crossing into like electrical tracks. But I was like, oh, that's unnecessary though, because it's not like these guys need to actually use those tracks. They're not actually crossing over here. But that's a very weird slowdown. This didn't happen while I was testing, which is what's making me question, did I actually need to change this? But no, it looks like we're fine. A possible issue exists up over here, except not really, because you're not really going up there. That's really funny. He's really chugging through, isn't he? Interesting. Interesting. Well, let me just see if this guy actually passes through fine or not, or what goes down over here, because... There we go. That's fine, though. It'd be hilarious if literally a tested solution just decides to fall apart when I'm doing it for real. I wouldn't put it past me, you know, and my luck. But once you step there we go, you should have the green light. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, this should fix the problem. We'll come back here in a bit just to see if we're getting those question marks and if I do have to swap these into electrical tracks, but we'll deal with that when it becomes an actual issue. God, the airport and the airplanes and stuff are just so cool. The fact that they got added in and the way they work and the way they move. This game, man, this game for real. Okay, food, yeah, we're looking good, These guys are all set up, yeah, looking good. Hopefully food and meat as well, right? Because we just got some refrigeration up over here. Where are we? Where are these guys? Working for... Oh, you're waiting over here. Do we not have meat at this facility? We do. Is anybody carrying meat? What's up? Just want to make sure we have... Ah, good. I'm glad I checked. I'll uncheck that. We want to make sure we're unloading everything. And now that should activate. Yes. Meat deliveries. They're looping out. Yep, good stuff. Only loading 15% though. Why would you do that? Alright, well, we'll keep an eye out for it. There's a second truck going out as well. Alright, so we're loading food, clothes, electronics, meat. We're dropping all of those off at both of these stores. Excellent, beautiful. Love to see it. Hopefully that'll keep these people taken care of. Now, with regards to nighttime work, I've seen many of you mention that it's like impossible to see. I've seen many of you mention that it is it's not ideal. I've seen some of you mention that it is actually okay. As I expected, it really does depend on monitor settings and things like that. So that's why I threw the question out there. I got some good feedback. So I'll try and keep our nighttime work related to user interface stuff, because that's obviously brighter. There's some contrast, and you can definitely see what's going on with the UI. So I'm going to try and organize things that way, or I'll use double speed when it's nighttime and we're not just admiring the beauty of our nation. So we've got these two buses over here. These guys are currently painted red. Blue is our passenger bus color. So why don't I get these guys swapped into blue and set them up as passenger buses for now. Yeah, passenger for now. So let's go ahead and almost sold you there, buddy. Make you blue. There you go. It's a lot of clicks, more than I expected. Can't tell what color you actually are. You're blue, I think. Right? Yeah, you're blue. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and get both of these guys working towards... Well, actually, before I even do that, I want to get this guy over here working on not the road train anymore. Well, one more road train, fair enough. There's actually quite a few of these vehicles here. One more of these, and then we'll go ahead and swap over to the... is it the MZ? I thought it was MAZ. I guess it, yeah, it is MAZ. There you go. The MAZ 203. And this is why we always double check. Good to have a little bit of self-doubt from time to time, right? Let's go ahead and get some of these MAZ 203s coming out, and we can get, you know, bus routes and stuff figured out over at the new cities. But over here, really quickly, move these guys over. There's a lot of them. There is a lot of them. Go ahead and get you over here. Get you over here. We've got this guy over here as well, right? Refrigeration truck, I believe. Move you over there and get these guys. Whoops. Thank you. These guys up over here, and these guys up over here. All right, cool. We got a lot of these guys, actually. That's okay. We'll adjust our construction office fleet shortly, let's say. Shortly. So, these MAS 203s and a few more that are coming out besides. What do we want to do over here? These guys are going to drive on down. They're going to pick people up over here. I want you to load only passengers and children with a basic education. That's what we're picking up over here because we want them to go to university and we want them to go to... Actually, no, you know what? We're going to keep it separate. Let's keep it clean. Blue is passengers, orange is university students. Let's keep it clean. So pick up passengers over there, right? Then I want you to go up. I want you to go up. Or do I want you to go down and up over here? You can't. Unless I make this road connect up over here and... Nah, you can't. Okay, so pick people up, come out onto this road, go up, hang a left over here, go down, grab people over here, load again passengers, loop around hopefully, come back up and drop them off over here. Unload passengers and use this as a transit point, right? So this force citizens to step out from this vehicle at this stop, transfer point to other line, which will get these people then moving on this train back towards, and I see the issue there, we'll fix it, don't worry, back towards over here, where they'll either go towards universities or cultural stuff, depending on what they're looking for, whether they're passengers or students. So this is what I want. View line details, we're going to rename this to what? We're going to rename this to... So this city's kind of funny, because it's got two names, actually. We've got down over here, we have Biberzic, I guess, and we have up over here, Klibruisk. I could name this... I mean, I'm not sure. If you have a better name suggestion, feel free to leave it down below in the comments, but I'm going to call this the Klibruisk Station Passenger Shuttle. Right, because this is where people are ending up. I don't know. I have a terrible naming convention, by which I mean I don't have a naming convention. Names are kind of all over the place. But nonetheless, I think that'll work, and let's go ahead and assign that same line to Buddy here and launch them both. Off they go. And hopefully that'll help, again, at least the passengers get to some cultural exposure and things like that. And I think we'll find out pretty quickly based on how they're feeling with regards to the stuff that they have access to. And we'll see people move as well, right? Or these buses coming out, that's all well and good. Let's take a look at these trains. So really quickly, hopefully, if I flip you around, head towards Krasna for now. Can I do that? You should be able to cross over here. Where are my semaphores? So I think we got to do this kind of a solution down over here as well, right? It worked up there, it should work down over here. So the idea would be that on the right side, you go in. On the left side, you go out, right? And this guy's going to be stuck over here. Unless he comes in and I flip him around after he comes in here. So you go back to PartyElite, flip you around, and hopefully this guy will stay on the correct side of the tracks over here, and that should solve the problem, I believe. I wonder if I should fix them on this side as well, if that's necessary. It might not be. It's weird, I can't remember the advice I got a long time ago in the early days of the series about having chains, two-way chains right outside the station. Maybe I misremembered it and it became something else in my head, which is very likely. It's very likely that I just misremembered it and then it became a habit. But this should hopefully get this station flowing smoothly now. And when those buses arrive, which I kind of wouldn't mind keeping an eye on, I wonder which of these... oh, there you are. Oh, it's so cool. it really is so cool to see them using the these bridges. And by the way, yes, the 100 km/h speed limit, I believe, is because of the fact that it's a bridge. Again, it's not really a highway, right? We're using the game's mechanics in a way it's not really supposed to be used, which is why it's been such a struggle. It's fair for it to be a struggle because we're doing something it's not really intended to do, but But I hope that in the future, the highway will become a road type that we can just kind of like upgrade roads into. And that way all the infrastructure, all the work that we've done isn't for like naught. You know, it does end up useful. Now what's going on over here? That was a completely different problem. Okay, that's fun. I like having a variety of problems. Keeps things interesting. I'm guessing this goes a lot further down. Yes, it does. Well, this isn't helpful. Got a lot of these little messes, don't I? I always overcomplicate these things. Well, let's see. Maybe it's because of this again. So right side, you should be coming in. Question is, can this guy pop back out? No, he can't, right? He won't like flip platforms. And I guess that's part of the reason why at some stations I had both of them be two ways. Well, we'll see what this does for us, if anything. Okay, let's see. This guy's going to come through this way, and when he goes back, he'll go out that way, right? I wonder if this is where some of the unemployment's coming from, because these trains must have been stuck for a while longer, and every time I got the notification, I just assumed it was those trains up north. And you know what? I think that's what skyrocketed our unemployment temporarily when it happened. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Oh god, we're gonna have a crash over here? Oh, that's actually beautiful. What happens here? Okay, great. Wonderful. Oh, I don't think I noticed that was such a straight line. That makes me very happy. Okay, hopefully that's an actual solution that sticks. Solutions for days today. Hopefully solutions for years, actually. Alright, good stuff. Now, back over here. Where is our bus? Have you made it here? You have. Alright, let's just take a look and see what you do. So you picked up quite a few people over here. Some of the people that arrived a little late didn't get picked up. Okay, fair enough. How come you don't have a power supply? You just don't need power, I assume. Fair enough. So you're going to go through... I need to change these roads into one-ways as well so they actually work the way they're supposed to. We'll do that after we watch this round go down over here. Let's slow down over here. Not ideal. But it's okay. These guys are all getting some work done over here. Good to see. Again, once we're actually on these roads, I imagine we can get up to 130 as long as we're not going up a steep climb or anything like that. This is a bit of a climb, but I don't think it's too steep for this vehicle. Climbing up to 70 now. Come on. 90. Will we ever hit our top speed? Oh, this is like a Tokyo drift up in here. Alright, now he doesn't have that much room left, right? Doesn't have that much room left. But at least a couple of people are going to get picked up over here. We have passengers waiting. No students or anything yet. Alright, you get topped up to 102. Very well. Where's the second bus? Should be right behind. There he is. Alright, good stuff. Now you're going to go around. I wonder if I should, like, follow somebody, you know? Does it say destination, current demands, traveling vehicle? Next stop is just as the next stop. But they are all going to the train station over here, which I will be keeping an eye on. Quite a few passengers waiting over here. Fair enough. A few more about to be added in. The next train is where? There it is. Cool. So this bus arrives, drops off its passengers, right? You're pinned. You emptied out. Okay, excellent. Good stuff, good stuff. Now, are some of these people just getting tired and leaving? That's my assumption. They're not leaving because they got dropped off. They're leaving because they've been waiting for too long. Yeah, some of these people have been waiting for a very long time, it looks like. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I wonder if this is the most efficient bus route, by the way. To, like, come all the way here, then loop down, and then go up and drop them off, or if I shouldn't just drop them off first. I'm hoping this works. But okay, we got 60 people, give or take, waiting at this train station. This train's going to come through. It's going to pick them up, and I just want to see... I want to see this journey. I want to see if this is working the way I want it to. Because you're going to come through, you're going to pick up... Only 57 passengers. What are you guys doing? What are you waiting for? Why are you hanging tight? Have I got a percentage limit or something over here? Nope. Everyone can get on. Alright, fair enough. Interesting decision. Where's the next train? Quite a ways away, I imagine, right? If they've got a decent gap between them, as they're supposed to, as I would want them to, right? We'll see, we'll see. This bus is just about to arrive with how many people? 102, so it's topped up as well. Oh, It's like, why is my train going backwards? Because it's a different train, obviously. Alright, our train is gonna pop out over here, I'm sure. Any second now. There he is. Right, there we go. 57 passengers. Now again, they're willing to stay on this train for a bit longer. Next stop is Kresna Central Station, yes. But where do they go after that? And of course, watch, it's going to be pitch black when the train actually arrives, so we can't see where they end up going. This is good, actually. Quite a few passengers coming to the station. Alright, here we go. Let's just watch where they filter out. I imagine they'll go towards, yeah, cultural stuff. Look at that. Look at that. They'll pop out over here, and they'll go wherever they want to go and do whatever they want to do in this glorious cultural park. Man, I'm so happy. I am so happy that this works. My God. All right, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. But that's not all, right? We want to support more types of folks over there. I do believe we need another passenger. Well, I think we need more than just one more passenger bus. Go ahead and make you blue, buddy. Is that blue? Can't tell. Yeah, that's blue. We're going to need more than just one more, for sure. But I just realized I got to actually move it to a vehicle depot first. But apart from... So the thing is, I don't think... everyone who's living there right now has a university education. Eventually, they'll start having children, and they'll go to school and all that, and will need a university education. But it's just not as much of a rush as the passenger services, I would say. Let's go ahead and... Come on. Set line, sorry. What's it called again? Blue Station Passenger Shuttle. There you go. Get you on that. Get you on that as well. Where are we? Bruce Station Passenger Shuttle. And make sure you're the right color too. Changing colors on the fly here. I believe that's blue. Yeah, it is. Okay, great. Fantastic. That's another 2 buses. I mean, is that enough? I don't know. I doubt it. We got so many people living in this area. And so many more about to be living in this area, right? But hopefully this will allow them to enjoy culture and just have a better life. Food is getting topped up over here still. Over here, what's the situation? More food coming through. Okay, excellent. Dang, this feels pretty good. What's the situation here? Almost done. Need just a little bit more. Just a few more bricks over here is all we need. Anybody heading over with bricks right now? What about you? Yeah, 9 tons. Cool. How far are you? Not very. So, you know, I kind of want to keep an eye on this construction, because as soon as it's done, I want to make sure I set the food and like clothing and electronics limits appropriately. This guy is food, clothes, electronics, meat as well, of course. I'll have this guy be food and meat exclusively, I think, because those are more heavily needed. Right, like they're needed more often, and they're more, I would say, essential to living as well. There's a difference between happiness and satiated, right? Come on, baby. Tell me we're seeing some steadying of these numbers. Almost done here, though. We're almost done here. Got all the materials we need, just a few more days. Okay, excellent. How's all this other construction looking? Let's just get this thing pinned. Very close over here. This will be huge. This will be a sudden population boom over here. It'll be insane. These are both done, right? Yeah. These are both done. These guys are assigned as well. So hopefully we'll see some progress here soon. Again, using different materials. Keep you suspended, actually. Because we might not need this. Some of you were saying in the comments, like, with one guy working like this, we might not need this second shopping center. So let's experiment. Let's try it out. And then we'll course correct if we need to. Let's go ahead and assign these construction offices, actually. The school isn't, it says, what building is not supported as a construction office? Excuse me. There's a lot of labor available at these schools. Go ahead and assign you and you. And you know what? Let's get these guys going as well. Let's go for it. Let's get her done. I feel pretty comfortable about our situation. All right, so 0 for you and 0 for you. 12 tons of food, 4 tons of meat. Should be good. And let's go ahead and get distribution happening, right? Where are we? All the way up over here. It's such a massive nation. Go ahead and add you. Cool. That should do the trick. I really wish you could reorganize this. It just bothers me the way it is right now. But that should really do the trick. Up over here, these guys are headed out. I assume there's plenty of meat here still. Yes, plenty of it. What about food? Not as plentiful. Not as plentiful. Maybe I should start importing more food. It wouldn't be a terrible idea. It wouldn't be a terrible idea. We do have quite a few of these road trains over here, right? Are you selling that bus? Ah, I guess you are. I forgot that I reactivated the sale of vehicles. Let's go ahead and get you doing what? Let's go ahead and get you bringing food in. Who is... Anybody else bringing food from over here? I think so, right? Surely. Yes, over to Brixtonia's road cargo station, which I assume is this one. It is indeed. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's go ahead and copy this schedule over to Buddy over here. Oh, come on. The whole pinning thing is taking some getting used to. I did not intend for that other window to close. Where's my food guy? Is that you? Yes, okay, cool. So let's go ahead and set line. Sorry. Copy schedule to this guy. View line details just to make sure it's the same. Yeah, it is. I feel like we could have a better name. We had some good names, right? We had... What are we doing? It was like import? Yeah. So let's rename this line to import food. Baraharad, to, what's it called? Brixtonia. Because that's where the, that's where the, warehouse and stuff is. Cool. Alright, that ought to do the trick for us. Yeah, that ought to do the trick for us. Just to bring in some extra food. We could even add another one of these, to that pile, I would say. Well, let me just take a quick look at the passenger situation again over here. And let's actually, while we're over here, assign those one-way roads. The only reason I'm hesitant to do it, you know what, we'll save it for after the construction is done. We'll save it for after the construction is done. There are no workers waiting anywhere over here. Have we seriously provided enough employment for everybody? That would be a first. That really would be a first. This is pretty good. Pretty good. We gotta get these hospitals and stuff done as well, though, before we have some serious trouble on our hands. This is just a secret police. Yeah. It can wait. It can wait. It can wait. Alright, good stuff. That orphanage needs to be rushed out as well, I think. 60 people waiting over here. Alright, a few more buses come through. They should be able to pick up the pace over here. Though we're not filling up over here. Actually, hold on, I take it back. Once these buildings get done, this will definitely get filled up. Alright, cool. So, we got these guys laid out over here. We got these guys. And the game decided to crash on me. Wonderful. Fortunately, though, there are the autosaves. I just have to do a quick check to make sure that our autosave is at the, sort of at a more recent junction than not. Where is our... Show me... Where is... You? What's the name of your line? View line details? Excellent. Import food, Baraharad to Brixtonia. That means our latest kind of action has been included. Let's go ahead and change your color over here. Get you to blue. And let's assign that same line. Set line. Where is it? The Brusque Station Passenger Shuttle. Now, one thing I actually wonder about this line is if I shouldn't perhaps... Let's go ahead and launch you. If I shouldn't perhaps drop passengers off up over here as well. What benefit would they have in doing that? They'd have some more stores that they could go to. There are some more like gym halls and stuff up over here as well, I suppose. So that is an option, I guess. But really what I'll probably end up doing is including adding another stop somewhere down over here maybe. Giving access to the sports halls down over there. In fact, from over here, can people reach those sports halls? No, they can't. It would be nice if they could, but alas, that is not the case. Well, what we'll do then is maybe from this bus stop, can people get down there? Yes, they can. So what we'll do is, view line details. If we have you come over, it's weird. It's like I want it to be quicker. I don't want people to be driving on that bus for too long to go up over there, right? Like I almost need a connection up over here so the bus could go up this way, through here, right? come up this way and then go through here and then go to the station. Or it's 2 separate lines. Well, I'm not sure what would be more efficient. I think 2 separate lines might be most efficient, but it does almost feel like I need a road connection up over here, you know? Which I might actually be able to build, because that would just smooth this out so much. This guy would come down over here like so. Steep, too steep of a descent. Alright, alright. Interesting claim. I see where it's coming from. I see where it's coming from. I wasn't initially planning on connecting these guys, just as a reminder. This is a new thought. Let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and unpause first of all. See if we can't smooth this out. We'll get the trees back in here afterwards. But again, just sort of like future planning over here. Okay, how's like, don't crash on me again. Just sort of future planning for when things get a bit more dense over here. And we will be planning some more like residential spots and stuff as well, of course. I want to make sure we don't lose the track of that. And some of you were pointing out that, hey, this is an exponential problem. Yes, 100% it totally is. That's the reality of a nation. You know, your population, unless people have other reasons to, you know, stop having children, they'll keep having children and you'll keep having to keep up with it. That's yeah, not easy. And that struggle is modeled here. I mean, we could always welcome emigration, right? We can always say like, yeah, no, you know what? We don't want to support more families leave. We could always do that if we wanted to. But do we want to? Do we want to hold on to the glory of our nation? Can I? Not. This is too steep, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. I think it'll stay too steep. Come on now, that's not too steep of a descent. That's a perfectly reasonable descent. Such a calm-looking drive, that is. Alright, let's see. Can I maybe back this up a little bit? To here, let's say. Maybe even further. And then smooth it out from further back. I really don't like that I have to click an extra click to get the terrain, like, options out. It was especially frustrating during the time-lapse of the previous episode, where it was just a constant, like, clicking back and forth. It was an extra click for every time I wanted to modify the terrain, and there were a lot of extra clicks. There were a lot of extra clicks. It was really getting on my nerves. It's a recent change, right? And it's like, it's not my favorite. I love the new UI overall. I've already gotten used to it, and even the things that I haven't gotten used to, I think they are good changes. They are changes for the better, so no complaints there. But this one thing, especially because terrain adjustments have to happen so often, if they were a rarity, that's a different matter, but they're not. They're almost more common than putting anything else down, right? They're more commonly used than any other single, like, thing you have to put down. Might have to do this in parts. Might have to do this in parts. And I saw the train notification, fear not. We'll address that in a moment. Gotta figure out which train it is. Pull you down to there. Pull you down to there. I don't like doing it in parts, because it definitely means it isn't supposed to work. But sometimes... Oh, look at that. That's fine. Never been to San Francisco? This is fine. Gonna go ahead and actually back this up a bit, because it's not as smooth as I'd like it to be. Go ahead and drop it a bit more over here. There you go. Better. Not perfect, but better. I'll accept it. Won't accept that, though. Alright, here we go. So straight down like that. Yep. Further on like that. Like so, and like... Oh, come on. Right at the death over here, you're gonna be a problem. There we go. Yeah, that's great. That's perfect. In fact, it's even smoother now. Couldn't ask for better. Turn on snapping. And do that same journey over here. Well, similar. Hook you up like so. There we go. And hook these guys up as well. Like that and like that. Beauty. And then over here, it's like, do we kind of like turn around and go down this way? Or do we keep that angle alive is the question. We could. A little bit of smoothing would allow us to keep that angle alive. But then we get this really janky kind of situation where it's like... Yeah, we'd have to like get diagonal buildings again. I'd like to square things off a bit, you know? I'd like to square things off. Could I do this? That would be, in my opinion, ideal. We might need to do bridges instead. Well, hang on. Actually, this is pretty low already. How much of a difference would it make? Let's see. Pull you down like this. Too steep. Okay. Thank you, game. I just wish the terraforming was a bit more consistent. Like, just let me use the road to do it. It's definitely my biggest issue with the game is the terraforming. It's like, I like how anal it is. I like how, like, you know, specific it is. But if you're going to be that specific, you have to make it easier to, like, navigate it. Alright, here we go. Come on. Come on, goddammit. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, cool. Now over here, we can go ahead and smooth you out. I don't know if this is my favorite thing, but... pull you up to there. What about over here? That snapping going. Oh, it's actually out a little bit further than it needs to be, I guess. Go up like this. Interesting. Interesting. Well, if it needs to be this way, it's not the end of the world. All right, we can do that kind of a nastiness over here. There we go. There we go. Perfect. All right, it works kind of. And then of course it messes up back over here. You're killing me, game. You're killing me. Hook you up like that. Hook you up like that. Will you? There we go. Beauty. Get you. Sure. That's the best we can do, and that's the best we can do. Oh, this has been painful. Not my favorite set of connections here. I'll tell you that. Not my favorite set of intersections here at all. But you know what? They're going to disappear into the background soon enough, I'm sure, and I think they'll be more help than hindrance. Because it'll allow buses to move a bit more easily, and we can get another block over here of like hospitals and stuff like that, because those are some essential services and jobs as well, let's not forget, right? Can people get there, though, is the question. We got all this housing over here. We have the passengers, like, underground connection over to here, but will they be able to get where they need to get? Hold on, let's deal with this real quick. Who are you? You're down here. This guy. Blocked by this guy, blocked by these guys over here. Yeah, this is another pain that I really need to work on sooner rather than later. It's that same line, you know, ends up with all these issues because I've overcomplicated it. But as long as our... Nope. Nope. I was gonna say, as long as this is working, we're fine. It's not working. At least you can see the semaphores in the middle of the darkness. You pop in there. And if I do that, what happens to this train? When it comes in here, does it flip to the other platform? I imagine no. No. It keeps going. It keeps going, and it finds another way back up there. I almost wonder if I shouldn't make a connection over here so it can use these tracks without having to flip back. This is a rough one. I mean, I could. Going back up, you need to be on that side. Right side, right? Yeah. What a hot mess we've made. You should be on this side. You should be on that side. Flip you around. This right side, yeah. Why did I cack that up last time? Alright. Does that solve the problem? Because then this guy should stop here when this is occupied, right? Maybe? I think I did it wrong last time. My apologies. We'll see. You were empty, weren't you? Yeah, that's too bad. Not the end of the world, but not ideal either. Alright, back up over here. So we've got these roads set. Oh my god, it really is ugly, isn't it? Oh my god. It's more like a roundabout than it is a... maybe it should be a roundabout, actually. Jesus. It's not a pretty sight, but it's fine. It'll be fine. Let's go ahead and get a hospital down over here. Maybe a fire station as well. Where are our modded... Do we have any modded hospitals? We do, don't we? We have some big ones. 150 patients in this one. 150 patients versus... what about these guys? Emergency hospital, 150. Very small, aren't you? What hospital do we end up using over here? I think we use the modded one. Fire station, that's the hospital. Oh, I guess this is the base game hospital. Where are we? Yeah, that's the base game hospital, I guess, like this. We could do the base game one. I mean, it's 150 passengers, patients, all the same. Do I like this hospital more, though? Let's make sure we're not auto-building. It's a bit bigger for the same number of patients. What about workers? Same number of workers, too. Does it just become a waste of space, then? Because we need a fire station up over here as well, right? And the fire stations... you got a downtown one over here, I suppose. Because there is this fire station. It's not like they can't respond. In fact, that's probably close enough to respond. We might not need a fire station down over here. So you know what? For the sake of variety, why don't we get this hospital down in here, right? Make it a bit more interesting. Put you down. What about like that? Nah, I think I like it like this. Go ahead and flip you around like that. Just because the opening then is on that side, I just think it looks nicer. I'm so glad they introduced mirroring. It just gives me one more thing to be particular about. Come on now. There you are. Beauty. Back to building from resources. Pop you down over here. Alright, cool. Not a priority. Oh, I say that, but really it should be a priority, shouldn't it? What are we looking at over here? These guys are done. Beautiful. Beautiful. The first skyscraper in this new part of the nation. Look at that. That's a beauty. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. This guy's getting built pretty quickly as well, it looks like. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at how many people are working on this. And look at the palace. What a sight. I completely, like, missed it. It has been... It's done. It's completed. What a sight. Wow. There's glorious music playing. Look at that. Look at that. I love this. The little symmetrical statues out front and everything. Can I get the whole building in here? There it is. And what is this building? This is a... Oh, these are the minister's offices. I was like, is this the secret police? No, those guys are a little bit more over that way. This is amazing. This is amazing. I just can't get the camera to be perfectly centered here. Oh my god. So pleased. This space was a lot of fun to design. This space was a lot of fun to pull together. There's so much going on. We have a hotel here as well for people who want to live amongst the museums and stuff. But so many museums in one space, and just using the repetition as well to our advantage to like I mean the same, you know, building, I mean, on either side over here, but it creates this really nice visual that I'm really quite pleased with. I'm really quite pleased with. Look at that. Wow. Wow. That is quite the sight. Finding that thumbnail shot over here. This will be it, I think. Somewhere like this. This we must celebrate. This we must celebrate. Alright, cool. Well, the palace is done. Hopefully people are enjoying all the culture and science within. Quite a few visitors arriving. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Quite a few jobs available here as well. That's huge. We do have... These guys are dropping off workers, right? Yeah. We're dropping off workers over here to attend to all of these various facilities. This should be a lot of jobs. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Now, when passengers come out over here, I'm hoping... Oh, did a lot of those passengers actually come from our new cities? Maybe. Because that train is just now leaving. It does look like our train situation over here has been solved. I don't want to speak prematurely, but it does feel like it. It looks like these guys are getting done as well. Okay, beautiful. So much to celebrate this session. A lot of these buildings have been done. We got both of these stores up and running with food and meat out the wazoo. We got our first skyscraper in this new space done as well. Food and meat topped up over here too. Looking pretty good, feeling pretty good. Electronics these guys still need. I mean, wait, do we not have any electronics down here? Not yet, not yet. But I think I know why that is. I think I know why that is. But okay, hopefully this will all get solved soon. What's wrong with you? These guys. It's because the problem didn't actually solve earlier. Alright, let's see. Can I... Who can I flip? Keep forgetting. I believe this is one that has a quick solution, right? Should be able to... Maybe if I flip this thing around. Nope. Gotta go back. If I do that... Yes, that's what it was. If I do that, flip you around... It should pull them down over here. Double time it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Davai, davai. A rush that I learned from playing Battlefield. Battlefield... Was it Battlefield 3 when I finally picked it up, maybe? God. Alright, cool. I think that cleans it up for us. Alright, cool. Back up over here. So we've got this hospital again. We're not... Are we rushing it? We're not. We have no assigned construction offices yet. Do wonder how long I want to wait. I don't think I do want to wait. Go ahead and assign... Oops. There we go. Alright, good stuff. The fire station actually is of utmost importance. This is of utmost importance because... I do not want people to die in a fire over here. Hopefully, you know, the fire stations that have choppers are able to come down here if necessary. They were able to get all the way to the fires that happened, what, up over here or up over here? I forget now. So this shouldn't be too difficult for them. But, would be nice to have some confirmation. These buses are doing okay. These guys are fine, right? Why'd you loop back? Well, hang on. What did I just catch happen there? Are you going to go all the way around to get to Krasna? That would be a problem if that's what it's doing. Or are you going to take this loop and loop back? Because, yeah, this isn't Krasna. That's PartyElite. PartyElite, I suppose. What are you going to do? You're going to loop around here? Yeah. Wow. So it decides that because it can't go through, it'll loop back? That doesn't make any sense. The hell? Where are my semaphores here? Alright, so let's fix this. Let's fix this so that on the right side you go out and on the left side you come in. Yeah, okay, cool. That makes a lot more sense. I'm glad I noticed that. I'm glad I caught that happening because otherwise I wouldn't fix it. Alright. So I got this guy over here. We got this guy over here. Can we move? You're fine. You've moved on past here. It's really dark now, isn't it? Well, actually, you know what? Since it is dark, why don't we go back to some UI stuff while we're at double speed and take a look at some of these buses that should be popping out of this... Oh, and there's the sun. Beauty. Where are my buses? Am I selling them all? No, there's some of them over here. Okay, cool. Pop you up there. Of course, this guy already picks this thing up. Pop you on over to here as well. And you over to there. Do we have room for another one? No. Slow it down a bit. Set line. Get that passenger shuttle happening. Wait, before you get away from me. 11 clicks, I think. That line. Gabrusk. Nope, 10 clicks. I've obviously lost it. There we go. God damn it. I got beaten. Well done, truck. Well done. It's okay, we'll have another one out soon. I'm wondering if I wanted to add more passenger buses to Krasna and stuff, or if these guys are kind of flowing more smoothly now. Where are we? Up over here. What are we looking at here? Ooh, that's quite a few passengers. Quite a few workers as well. What the hell's going on over here? What's our unemployment looking like? Oh, wow. Pretty good, actually. That dropped significantly. Pretty good. All right, cool. But this is obviously, I mean, this is still not ideal. These are both picking up workers, so I feel like most of them got picked up at least. Okay. Another bus full of workers over here. Students being picked up. Only a handful. Why did only 4 kids get picked up? Where are you trying to get to? I wish you would say like what they were trying to get to. I imagine they're trying to get to university. And this guy is not taking anyone to university. They're waiting for one of these buses, I assume. So let's see. There's 30 students waiting over here. This bus is right here, which is why I just want to see what happens to these 30 or so students. And if we need more post-secondary school buses, yeah, they hop onto this bus because they're trying to get to university. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Now, I wonder if passengers are getting on as well to go and buy, like, meat and stuff, right? Because that was another big issue, was that people were not City Hall. What am I doing here? People were not able to buy meat anywhere, and they had nowhere to go to actually get meat either. Are you not getting any food down here? Well, plenty of meat, but no food. Do you not have a... Sorry, this wouldn't be the spot. This would be the spot. Brixtonia. You're coming to St. Eliasburg Cargo Station number 2. St. Eliasburg Road Cargo Station number 2, and you are dropping off food. You are. Well, you're supposed to be, but you're not. Alright, maybe we need another food import truck. What's our situation here? Only 6 tons? Alright. Go ahead and get me another one of these. At least one more. That should help. But we are seeing a lot of passengers at these stops, and so I wonder if we shouldn't reassess. Holy crap. Holy crap, 600 workers. At least we've got the buses coming through. 600 workers, that is not a joke. You guys both got topped up. Or, okay, you know what? Going to Fibruisk. Okay, that's the one up over here, I think. Are there any jobs up over here available? Yeah, still room for staff and party officials. Yeah, okay. Okay, plenty of room. Then fair enough. Where is where are one of these buses? Not you. You? Oh, you're going for gas, aren't you? That's unfortunate. We got to get more gas stations down over here, I guess. But no, what I wanted to do was I wanted to copy your schedule over to these guys. Because clearly we need more of these buses down there. Is that red? Yeah, that is red. Start you, because it looks like orange when it's selected, right? Red and yellow makes orange. All right, good stuff. So that should help tremendously. And then as these guys get done, it looks like the drop has slowed down, doesn't it? If we take a look at this year as a whole, let's take a look at actually more than just this year. Let's go all the way back to, I don't know, January of 2007. Right, take a look at our population. Oh, what was that? There's a strange... Oh, there it is. Not alcohol. Oh, loyalty, government loyalty. Oh, holy crap, I didn't notice government loyalty is actually quite high now. Look at that. Awesome. Happened without me noticing. But no, sorry, what I was looking for was our population. Yeah, you can see it's kind of like slowing down in its drop. You can tell it's like making a bend, very slowly, but it is making a bend. I noticed the rate of the dropping has slowed down a fair bit, and that's good. That's good. That slowdown will buy us some time when we come through and plan the rest of this residential space out. These guys are almost done, actually. I mean, yeah, we're waiting for some prefab panels and steel, sure. We're getting there. We're getting there. Good stuff. This whole block is done. This block is being worked on next, and again, because of the spread of resources, you know, we should see constant progress, and we're gonna keep making more plans down there. We're nowhere near done establishing that residential area, but it is promising. Oh, it is promising. Where is the issue here? Oh, I got rid of that bridge. We should be fine. Interesting. Why don't we go ahead and push you back to there and then see if you reassess the situation. But we'll see the results of that later, folks. This is where we're going to call it a session. I am very pleased with how today's session went. We completed the palace. We completed quite a few residences down over here. We have got these buses up and running. It looks like passengers are... The things that have made me happiest is seeing people drive up over here from a different part of the country to use... you know, the stores, to use the gyms and all that stuff. That has made me so happy. And then this thing that made me second happy is seeing passengers get on those trains, take the train down over here, and then actually go and attend, you know, to these museums and oh my god, just beautiful. I am so pleased with today's session, folks. I hope you guys are as well. Again, if you had a good time, don't hesitate to let me know. Leave that like, leave that comment. It does make such a big difference. Again, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting this channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, das vidanya.